Hey guys, welcome back to Shooting with Sos. I am here today with a couple unboxings for you. I got these in today. I have been looking for quite some time at these two options, these two knives you see on the table, and I had thought about getting them before, hadn't done it. As you may know, this has been out for a while. For those of you who can see this blade profile and know what this is, but I finally decided to get one. And we'll talk more about that in a sec. And this little guy right here is the limited edition A-Lox from Victorinox, and I bought it in the Pioneer version. So I wanted to show you the unboxing of these two knives, maybe talk a little bit about them, and kind of go from there. So let's start with the A-Lox. I'll move this out of frame. So it just comes with a little sleeve. You can see it is from Victorinox. You open it here from the tip. It looks like you do have a little embossed symbol here on the box. It comes with a, I guess just a little menu or instructions on how to use the knife. And then of course the limited edition card. So it's a pretty neat card. And there you can see we have the 2020 version of the A-Lox, which it does come in blue for this year's special edition. Oh, and that's in there pretty good. Wow, that was really snapped in. Messed up the box there. Anyway, so we'll move the box out of the way and let you see the knife. So this, like I said, is the Pioneer, and on the back it says 2020 here. So one of the reasons I wanted one of these is because I'm a big fan of blue knives. I really like blue, and I already have a black and a red and a silver of the A-Lox, and I really wanted to get a hold of one of these, especially at Knife Show. When was that? Or actually, you know what? I think it was at SHOT Show is where I saw this originally. I didn't go to SHOT Show. I just saw it in the reviews from folks who were there. But yeah, so the Pioneer comes with these tools. So it comes with your screwdriver and your bottle opener, and then down here on the bottom you can see this little notch. That's for like wire stripping. Over on this side you have a smaller screwdriver with a can opener, and if you've ever used either one of these tools, they're both excellent. They work very, very well. I've opened cans with these, and I've opened, of course, bottles are pretty simple, but that is a great bottle opener, and this is a great can opener. Big fan. Then, of course, you have the standard blade that you see on most all Victorinoxes. And then right here, I want to be careful not to cut myself because of that blade being open. You know what, I might open it up all the way just because I got to get in here and really open this one up. But then it comes with the awl. Which is pretty sharp actually on one side. But yeah, there you go. There you have it. Nice spring tension. They always come well oiled. Super, super sharp. And the tension is very nice on the springs, like I was saying. So Victorinox Pioneer is the model for this guy in the 2020 limited edition. So I thought I would, I'm not a huge collector of Victorinox, but I find that they're very quality, especially in this A-Lox. And you can, it always is nice to have a can opener, a bottle opener in your pocket anywhere you go. And this is a great one to have. And it could be a conversation piece, whatever, you talk about the 2020 and the colors, you can talk to people about that. And if you do have a collection, then it just makes it even a more important or more special piece. But yeah, there's the Victorinox. I'll move this out of frame and bring in the Mora. So this is the Mora Kansbol. Let's go ahead and get it opened. Open up here at the top. And I did, by the way, I got the plastic sheath with just the belt loop that slips over. I did not do the molly strap. So, and this is exactly how it comes in the box, by the way. what I mean, I've always been a huge fan of Mora's, and I really love their sheaths. This one in particular, you see it's got 2 holes in the bottom for if you get water in here and you need to drain, or if you're wearing this on your belt and you're hiking or camping and you get water in there, it drains out nicely. Dirt or sand, I guess, could also, you know, fall out of there pretty easily. And then let's pull this guy out. Now, I have not used this. This is brand spanking new. This is exactly how it came. How you see it is how it came. So, let's pull it out. So, right off the bat, feels really nice. Texture's really well, you know, really good. It is kind of smooth, but there is some texture there. And of course, this area is kind of rubbery, and it feels pretty good there to grip and hold. Looks like maybe there's some grind marks that you can see. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but it looks like there's some grind marks on the blade that you can still see. But that's not too big a deal. That'll wear out as soon as you start really using them. So for those of you who know, the Kansbol has a little bit longer tang, or it's like a 3/4 tang, and it has a 90-degree spine here, and it is incredibly sharp. Like, this spine could cut you, I think, if you did it just right. This is a super sharp spine, so it's great for striking ferro rods. I guarantee you could probably even feather stick with just this spine, because this spine is super sharp. But as you notice, it's a thick spine all the way till you get to this point, and then it starts to narrow down. It gets really thin, and of course you can see that on the blade as well, how the blade gets super thin. And from what I've seen and what I've noticed and how I'm going to use this, I'm going to use this mostly as like a camp kitchen knife. It's not really going to be like a bushcraft knife for me. It's going to be more of a kitchen knife and a camp kitchen knife, because everything that I've seen, this has been a really great slicer because it has a nice thin, kind of a full flat grind here. I mean, it does have a secondary bevel here, which is still a Scandi grind. But of course, it's because, you know, behind that edge, behind that Scandi grind, it is much thinner up here than here. It'll do a little bit better slicing, especially on the tip. I do have a companion I want to bring in to show you, you know, size comparison. This is my Mora companion in stainless, and I've had this for quite some time, and I actually predominantly use this in the kitchen. This is a knife that I use for, you know, maybe deboning chicken, or like rotisserie chicken, for example. I love this knife for that. Also for, I mean, I've used it as a steak knife. That's probably secondary use that I use it for. It's not a great slicer because, for those of you who know, the Scandi grind, even with this thick spine, really is more of a splitter. So if you tried to, you know, try to slice tomatoes or slice cucumbers or anything for that matter, I mean, it will do it, but as the, you know, cucumber, tomato starts to hit this edge, it gets too wide and it wants to split. You know, it's kind of like a split gnaw. If you've ever split wood, it's thick here behind the edge and behind that grind, and so it wants to split instead of slice. So that's where I think this tip, this first 1.5 inches, will come in real handy to slice some things in the kitchen. And it's also in stainless steel. So as you can tell, though, this one is a polished stainless and this one is a little bit more matte stainless, but we'll see how it does. This one's held up incredibly well with kitchen type activities, you know, cooking and things, or using it in the kitchen, which is where this stays full time in my kitchen. But you can see against the companion, they're pretty similar in size. Of course, the blade is much thicker here. The handle is much thicker here. This does feel a bit more robust, of course. I think right now this one feels a little bit more grippy, and that could just be due to, you know, the usage. Using this one so much, I've used this for years. But, you know, we'll see how this one does, and rotate it in to the kitchen. So anyways, that's let me see, do I have anything else here? No, I think that's pretty much it. That's really what I wanted to bring to you today, was to show you my two new purchases. And oh, let me check the sharpness here. Oh man, that's sharp. Moras come very sharp out of the box. That was the case with this guy as well. I've reprofiled the secondary bevel a little bit, so it's kind of a Scandi to a convex. So Scandivex down on the right on the edge, and I found that for me at least that's done really well in the kitchen. Probably not the best for bushcrafting if you ever wanted to use this for feather sticking or anything of that nature, but I don't plan on ever using this one in in the woods or camping. This one, unless it's of course in the kitchen aspect of it, because this is my kitchen knife. I do have other Moras that are not stainless. They're the what do you call it? The carbon steel that I use for outdoors and bushcrafting. So I even have the Mora Bushcraft. So I have that knife, which is a pretty robust option. So anyways, there you go. Hope you enjoyed at least having a look at these. There's tons of reviews out on both of these knives. There's lots of reviews even out about those, or the Pioneer for that matter, not necessarily the 2020, but anyways, I hope this lives up to the hype. I hope I enjoy it as much as people who I watch the reviews and trust the reviews are. Maybe I'll have a follow-up after I get using this and see how I like it. But anyways, we will catch you next time.